Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 8. Wow, we've made it through week 1 and thrived through week 1, I hope. And it was so great to have you guys share in the live. And thanks for showing up for yourselves, for us, for this community to build a foundation for a fantastic 2025. So today is all about energizing the body and creating more space within that so that we can thrive and move our energy throughout the day in a more stabilizing way. So what better way to practice this than warrior positions? So in yoga, we have several beautiful postures that are called warriors. We have warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3. And those postures are really all about creating space and strength within the body, that warriorous essence that is deep within us. So we're going to start in the foundational standing posture, which is mountain pose. And we're going to practice breathing in a stabilizing way here. So we've practiced the 3-part breath using the belly, ribs, and chest. And what I want to emphasize today, ribs of the breath. Okay? So come with your mountain pose stance at about a hip distance apart, knees bent, stack your shoulders over your hips, shoulders back and down. Please take your hands to your rib cage. All right, the 4 fingers in front are going to help you to feel the breath moving in and out of the intercostal muscles of the rib cage. Inhale and try to feel the inhalation come into the ribs and expand. Good. And when you exhale, feel them contract and come inward. Try to isolate the core muscles and just use the rib cage. Inhale in through the nostrils, and exhale out of the mouth. And this creates more stabilization within our postures. As I mentioned in the balancing portion, our balance and stabilization really comes from core. So we want to practice how to kind of lock in that core and isolate the breath through the ribs. All right, so I'll remind you to do that throughout the practice, but go ahead and just relax those arms down. And stand in mountain pose, and we'll start with just a stretch or two to create more space within the body to breathe into. Inhale the arms overhead and grab onto your right wrist. When you exhale, reach up, shift your body weight over to your right, and then exhale to the left side of the body. Now stay here for a couple of breaths, and we'll work on moving open the chest and really isolating our breath into the side body, the rib cage and the sides. So breathe into those ribs, in and out. Another breath into the side. Beautiful. All right, we're inhaling and meeting back up into the center. Change hands and sides. So you're shifting your body weight to the left side and then heading over to your right. Good. Inhale opens the chest a little bit more, so really creating space in the side bodies. Breathing here. Nice deep breaths. Into the ribs, one more inhalation, and exhale here. Good. Now inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, take the hands behind you and interlace the fingers so that the palms are facing each other. Now inhale. Lift the arms away from the low back and lift the chin the very best you can. This is not a big movement here for some of us, and that's okay. See if you can straighten your elbows slightly and move the palms towards one another. Lifting the chest and just creating more space in this chest to breathe into ribs and chest, opening up. Awesome. Now relax that and shake the arms out. And let's do one more warm up while we're here before we get into our warrior postures. Palms at the heart center. And when they're at the heart center, we inhale. So inhale here. When you exhale, interlace the fingers and press the palms towards me. And then round the upper back, tuck the chin, breathing all the way out. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Palms reach to the sky the very best you can. Reach up, up, up. And when you exhale, move the arms down to the sides. And then inhale, the palms back together at the heart center. We'll do that again. Exhale, palms forward, round the upper back and chin tucks in. Great. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. And exhale, wash the arms down. Inhale here, palms pressing in. Exhale, interlace and round the upper back, creating space in that upper back. Inhale, open, open, open. Look up, reach up. And exhale, wash it all down. All right, and just shake that out. And what we'll do now is take our wide stance. So walking your feet as wide as possible. And this requires just a little bit of balance, but not so much balance as our lunges. So when we have a nice wide stance here, there is some good stability that happens within our bodies. From the heels, rotate your toes all the way to the right side of your mat. The left toes are about a 45-degree angle and the right toes are about a 90-degree angle. And take your hips and turn your hips a little bit more open so they're facing the front the entire time. Now ground down through both feet and grow up through the crown of the head. Breathe in here, and when you exhale, bend your right knee and then look down at your knee and hide your little toes, see your big toe. Now inhale the arms shoulder height, relaxing through the shoulders, and reach out through really strong arms. Now this is where the breath comes in. We're going to stay here and move the breath into the ribs. So inhale, breathe into the ribs. Exhale, let it out. Shoulders relax, gazing over your right fingertips. Inhale, ribs. And exhale out. One more breath here, you got it. We're building energy. And when you exhale, drop your hands to your hips. Inhale, straighten both legs, and then turn your toes from the heels very slowly to the left side. And we'll repeat warrior two on the left side. So first, let's get our alignment. Toes to the left and hips front and center. Nice, strong, long energy pressing down through the feet. And when you exhale, bend at your left knee. And then look over down at your knee and hide your little toes, see your big toes. And place the arms just shoulder height, strong arms, relaxed shoulders, active fingertips, looking over those left fingertips. Let's practice our breath. So stabilize your abdominal muscles and breathe in and out through the ribs. Doing great. Breathe in and out. One more breath here on this side. Full round. Exhale completely. Great. Then inhale, straighten both legs. Take both hands to the hips. Turn both toes inward and both heels out. Inhale here. Lift into the chest. We're just going to take a nice forward fold to stretch out those legs. So angle forward, hinge from the hips, and then drop those hands down underneath the shoulders, and then allow the head and neck to drop down as well. Breathe deeply. Good. Now lengthen into the spine as you inhale. Hands to the hips to come up slowly and carefully. Good. Shoulders back and down. And let's move those feet in, back into mountain pose. Stand up nice and tall and close the eyes here. Just feel the body warming up. Every time we strengthen the larger leg muscles of the body, in the glutes or the thighs, we get the heart rate up just a little bit in a safe and a yogic way. Good job, everybody. Opening up the eyes, and let's take that wide stance again. Reach the arms overhead and just find your, not overhead, sorry, shoulder height, and just find your the length of your legs here. Hands back to the hips, and let's turn your toes to the right. We're going to practice Warrior Two again. So hips are stabilized and forward, and bend into that right knee. Look down and hide your small toes. See your big toe for your knee alignment. Good. Now make sure that this leg that's straight is long and strong and active, just as much as the bent knee. Now we're going to take a movement with this posture, with this warrior. So take the arms shoulder height, then relax the shoulders. When you breathe in, you're going to straighten the right leg and lift the arms overhead at the same time. And when you exhale, bend at the knee and let the arms circle down to meet right below the hips. Inhale, arms up, straight leg. And exhale down. And now let's notice and tune into the core, stabilized core, navel in towards the spine, not moving. We're breathing into the rib cage, moving those intercostal muscles so we can secure the core. You're doing great. Keep moving. One more breath in here. Keep your legs straight. And when you exhale, release your arms, hands down to hips. Good. Next, we're going to move into triangle pose. So both legs stay straight on this strong position. So not locking the knees, but a nice, strong, stabilizing leg position here with both legs pressing down through the floor. Inhale here. And when you exhale, lift your left hip slightly back a bit and angle to your right. So angling down to your right, take your right hand and just slide it down either above the knee or below the knee if you have a little bit more flexibility. So again, not locking that knee, but you don't want your hand right at the knee to press into the knee. Turn your chest towards the sky just a little bit, and then if it feels okay with your shoulder, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Good. And now just take a little check with the neck and see if you can bring it into alignment with the spine here. Now breathe into the ribs. So the navel in towards the spine to lock the core, lock the belly down, breathe into the ribs. A few breaths here, you've got it. Strong, strong bodies. Doing amazing. Let's take in another breath here. Let all the breath out. Again, stabilizing the core. Drop the hand down to the hip and then move the body up slowly. Good. And we're just going to turn through the heels, the toes to the left, and do those postures on the left side now. Hips stay nice and open. Take your warrior two on this left side. Hide the little toes, see the big toe. Draw the navel in, breathe in through ribs, arms open wide, shoulders down and back. Taking a moving warrior, inhale the arms overhead, and exhale, drop the arms down, circling the arms down to relax as you exhale. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale down, and try to find yourself moving back into alignment with the knee every time. Beautiful. Another breath in here. Keep that left leg straight. Exhale the hands down to the hips. We'll move into triangle pose from here. Straight legs pressing down through the floor. Lift your right hip and lean into your left with a long spine, dropping and sliding your left hand down right below the knee or above the knee. Try not to lock that front knee. And then open your chest. Find your alignment with your neck and reach the right arm up. Stabilize through your core and breathe through your ribs. Beautiful, strong, strong postures here. You're doing great. These are challenging and energizing and strengthening for sure. On your next inhalation, Come on up nice and strong with your hand to your hip. Slide both hands to your hips. Turn both toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in. Shake it out. Coming back into mountain pose, we'll take just a pause here. So close your eyes, shoulders down and back, palms forward. Just breathing and feeling what's happening inside of the body. We're creating more space and energizing the body, getting the heart rate up just slightly. Good. Now opening the eyes, and we're going to take one more round of Warrior Two. You guys are doing amazing. Step your legs long and strong, arms out, find your length, hands to the hips, rotate your toes to the right. All right, we've got this down now, right? So breathing in here and exhaling, bending into your Warrior Two. Arms out. So from here, we're going to play with a few postures and in sequence. So follow me the very best you can. The in-breath is here in Warrior Two. When you exhale, drop your back hand down and lift your front arm up towards the sky to revolve your warrior. Exhaling here. When you inhale, lift up out of the ribs and drop your right forearm down to your thigh. Lift your left arm up and overhead. Exhale here. And then inhale, come back into Warrior Two. Exhale, revolve your warrior. Look up. Stabilize through your core. Inhale, reach up out of the ribs and bring forearm down to the leg. Reach arm overhead and exhale here. Good. Breathing in, straighten both legs with hands to hips. And we'll do that on the other side. Rotate from heels, toes facing the left. Warrior Two. Find your Warrior Two position on the left, and then when you're ready, breathe in. Exhale, revolve your warrior, back hand down, lift your left arm up best you can. And then inhale, drop your forearm down, reach the right arm overhead, and then exhale here. Beautiful. Inhale, back to Warrior Two. Exhale, revolve your warrior. Inhale, reach up, and forearm comes down to the thigh. Full inhale, reaching the right arm overhead. Exhale right there. Beautiful. Inhale, the strong core, come back up. Hands to hips. Rotate toes in. And we'll take another forward fold. Inhale, lift your gaze up. Grow tall through the spine, and when you exhale, hinge from the hips and take hands to floor. Drop head down. Breathe nice and deep here. Just stretching into those thighs that we've worked. Deep breathing. Now move both hands to hips, press down through the floor with the feet, strong lift up. Toes in, heels in, toes in, and just walk it in. Shake the body out here. And then bring the palms to the heart center. And give yourself a big thanks for showing up today. You have completed this energizing and creating space practice, and I'm so, so happy to share this practice with you. Thank you for showing up for yourselves and for me. Namaste. Bye, guys.